Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Cincinnati Reds. The headliner in this one, Singy, the league leader in OPS. He's been terrifying to pitchers all season.
And he's such a well-rounded hitter, Boog. He's been the key to this lineup, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starting pitcher, Whitey Ford. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And digging in for San Francisco, number 12.
Second baseman, number 12.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Derek Jeter in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Ford, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't it. An easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes, and there are 2 outs. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for San Francisco, Bryce Harper. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Harper mashed a couple of homers in his last game. Two outs, base is empty. Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark and towing the slab in this one, Phil Niekro. Singing he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Bottom of the first. Now, Ichiro Suzuki. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Suzuki with a homer in his last game. To third, right. Fires over to first. One up, one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Oh, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Julio Franco. That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
In now for the Reds, Pete Rose, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Number 25.
Barry Bonds getting ready to hit. Big time power. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And a 1-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We move to the second here in Cincinnati. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Ralph Kiner. Kiner, multi-time All-Star, 26 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. In the dirt, and that is ball one. Fought off foul. Inside. And it's 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a base hit to the left. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
David Wright, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Second inning here, no score. And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And up next for the Giants, Buck Ewing. Looking for his first big league hit right here. On the ground, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And digging in for San Francisco, Curtis. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So bases all loaded up. And now the pitcher, Phil Niekro. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Listen, you got to attack him just like you would any other hitter right here. Now, you can't let up just because you think it's a pitcher at the plate. If he gets a bloop single, 2 runs come around to score. You can't have that.
No. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that's the 3rd out. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Eddie Murray.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Niekro back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Gets under it and pops it up. Right under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now Carlos Beltran. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, in a day and age where velocity is king, you get a guy out there on the mound that's soft throwing. You're licking your chops thinking it's going to be like a softball game. But a knuckleball dancing all over the place, it's hard for you to maintain plate discipline because that velocity makes you want to hit it a long way. And if you get out in front, boy, you will look bad at the dish.
Jeter makes the grab, and there are two down.
Batting seventh. Shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Now it's the shortstop, Barry Larkin. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Cincinnati, top half of the third inning, digging in, number 12. Bunting for a hit. Picks it up with a bare hand, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
And up next for San Francisco, Derek Jeter. He's 0 for 1. Jumps, but it's off his glove. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult.
Bryce swings and drives one deep to right. That's well hit. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's a big power threat. Ralph Kiner. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Man, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Jeter off of first with 2 away. Bounce to the right, and that's foul. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bob Boone. And the right-hander back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Whitey Ford.
Next for Cincinnati, Whitey Ford. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Ichiro Suzuki now at the plate. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
No balls, one strike.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Up and in. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
In the air, left field, down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. Back here at Great American Ballpark, new inning getting started, and digging in for San Francisco, Sammy Sosa. First pitch, and he just misses. There's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And that one missing low.
2-1.
There's a swing and a drive. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And up next for the Giants, David Wright. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that is out of play. Next offering is fouled back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Sosa stands at second with no outs. Chop to the left side. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now batting number 1.
Buck Ewing, the next Giant to hit.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Pitch misses there. 1-0. Late swing fouled off. 4th inning underway, no score. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Granderson, the next to hit. He was walked intentionally.
Now batting the pitcher,
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Phil Niekro digs in now. Fly to left his first time. And a swing and a miss.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Goes down looking.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 38.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Rose will hit next. He's 0 for 1. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is fouled back. Hit in the air, center field. Granderson gets under it. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 25.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Barry Bonds. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Strike on the inside corner. Franco over at second, 1 down. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Well done behind the dish.
Boog, for me, that knuckleball was just devastating. I mean, you see it so well, you think you're going to go out there and get 4 knocks, and you just swing and miss. And I tell you what, I tried my best to put Tim Wakefield in the Hall of Fame. So we'll see. If he gets there, you know it's because of me.
Now a chance for Eddie Murray.
Ball, no.
And ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Just missed.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And there's the strike. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ford back to work. Fouled off left side. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Right side, and it kicks off the bag. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he's been working out in the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Go ahead run on base. Derek Jeter, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And that one fouled off. Snap throw to first. And he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And that one handled. Off-balance feed. There's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Harper now. There's a strike. Harper, in his 5th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That misses, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Giants go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Carlos Beltran. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swings through that one.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
That one out to right. Sosa settles underneath it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop,
Barry Larkin, the next to hit for the Reds. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Larkin gone on the play.
Now batting, number 9.
Bob Boone now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Gets the call. Strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the inning. Sixth inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Top six. Now the left fielder, Ralph Kiner. Right through there for a strike.
Ball one.
Next offering is down low. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
So up next, Sammy Sosa. Swinging a foul out of play. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering is downstairs. Ford winds and deals. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So digging in, David Wright.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the dirt, no movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Buck Ewing, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch just misses. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here in Cincinnati, ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Whitey Ford. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
No balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. tied him up with the knuckler for the strikeout.
Had him way out in front of the knuckleball there. That thing just floats and dances to the plate, and as a hitter, kind of feels like it'll never get there. You've got to try to find a way to stay on that back leg and just let it travel as deep as possible. Tough to do, though.
Ichiro Suzuki, the next to hit for the Reds. And that drops in for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
The 0-1. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And the batter now, Julio Franco.
1-0.
Way high with that one. And that's ball one. And that drops in for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Runner edges away at second. Strike two. Swing and a miss and a knuckler down in the dirt. On to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that there are two outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Rose swings through it for strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And a swing and a miss.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Buck Ewing. Hard hit, right side. To first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Now batting is center fielder Curtis Granderson.
And now the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses, and it's 3-0. And that's a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Ripped to first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And now the Giants pitcher, Phil Niekro. This one in the air. Murray makes the grab, and that's the inning. Giants down in order, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Left fielder, number 25.
That's in there. That's strike one. Out there to center. Granderson giving chase. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Eddie Murray getting ready to hit. That misses the zone. Ball one. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran digs in now. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Base hit right field. Runner around third. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So up next, Barry Larkin. And there's the strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Righty delivers. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Man at second.
1-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Jeter throws to first in time. Larkin gone in the play.
Now batting, number 9.
And here's the catcher, Bob Boone. It's amazing we get a chance to talk To a lot of opposing managers, this guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Beltran at second with 2 down. Strike 2.
0-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Out to short. Jeter slings it across. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the second baseman, number 12.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Ford back to work. Check swing, appeal to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Looking to get the tying run on base.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And now, Derek Jeter. A little bit high, and it's 1-0.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Base hit center field.
Now batting first baseman Bryce Harper.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
1 down. Now it's going to be Bryce Harper. 0 for 3 in this one. And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Whitey Ford done for the afternoon, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Roy Fader. On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium. But the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher. Whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw. And just let him lead you in this one.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Breaking ball inside. Now 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Ralph Kiner will hit next. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air, right field, pretty well struck, way back there. And that one is out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. His first homer of the year, and that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Stepping in, Sammy Sosa. Just missed.
1-0.
Next pitch is outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
2 outs. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 56. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Terry Francona bringing a bat off the bench. Ozzie Smith.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Fouled off. He was late. Next offering upstairs. Fastball is outside. And that one fouled off. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 3. Suzuki in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a 3-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. This guy wanted to run around the goal. This one in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
On the ground, Harper steps on first for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
In now for the Reds, Julio Franco.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Oh, 1 now. That one missing inside. But it falls. Could be extra bases. The run scores from third. Tie game here in the 8th. Safe at third with a triple. His third hit of the day. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing. Nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
1 down. Runner at third. Rose now at the plate. Left field. Kiner in position. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. They lead it in the 8th.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 56 will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Gabe Spire. He's making his second appearance of the season.
No, this is a big at bat right here. Nice sac fly to give his team the lead in these late innings.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Barry Bonds. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch misses. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Greg Michael getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next offering way off the plate.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's 3-2. And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there we see the result.
2 outs, runner at first. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Eddie Murray. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And now Carlos Beltran. And a strike in there. Bonds over at second. Murray at first. 2 out of the inning. Now fly ball to right center. Sosa on the move. He makes the grab. And that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Reds 3 and the Giants 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Raleigh Fingers. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 34.
And digging in for San Francisco, David Wright.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. To the right side, and that goes foul. The 1-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
No outs, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Buck Ewing. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Back up the, that got him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Buck Ewing with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Curtis Granderson getting ready to hit.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now. They're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Late swing, foul to the left. That one at 95, missed up top. 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot, Willie Stargell.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. That one almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, one out. That one outside. 2-2.
You know, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Throw the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Throws to second for one. The double play ends it right here.
Well, Blue, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. They'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him on this career milestone.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show's Game of the Week is coming your way. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boogie had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
Pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, on the mound for the Reds, Warren Spahn.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Now it's the second baseman, number 12. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
And it's even up.
The ball. 1-1.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1-2.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Here's Derek Jeter now with a runner in scoring position. 4 for 8 in the series so far. And there's a foul ball. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
In the dirt, blocked. And he boots it. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. The flip to the pitcher covering, one out in the top of the first. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively.
As a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, but the go-ahead run comes in to score.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Now the Giants' four-hitter, Ralph Kiner. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Sammy Sosa digs in now. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 strike.
That one in the dirt. 1-1. And he grounds one back up the middle. A dive. He's got it. Nicely done for the out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Giants 1 and the Reds nothing. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one, number 53. And Singy, a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle in to pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Ichiro Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Way upstairs, 2-1. Swing and a pop-up right under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Eddie Murray.
Yeah, Boog, a member of the 500 home run club. I mean, you know, I fell just short of that myself, but you know the story. It's an exclusive list, and you know, of all the most feared hitters, I mean, this guy is right there at the top. He loves going deep. He loves trotting around the bases, and you know what? I love watching him do it. He's got so much swag. Let's see if he's got something for us in this one.
Julio Franco in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That's in there. One out, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Kiner. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Way outside, ball one. A little bit low.
That's a ball.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Bonds waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
That one's in there, and the count is 3-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Count's full.
Full count pitch, he'll have to wait. Time called to the plate. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there on the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Man at first. Here's the left fielder, Barry Bonds, with a pair of home runs in the series and 4 total hits. Fastball for a strike at 95. Next pitch is downstairs. In the air, out towards left center. Varsho sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Reds leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Top of the second, now the third baseman, David Wright. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Spahn back to work. Swinging a foul straight back.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
1 strike.
In the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
That is 7, catcher number 1.
Now the catcher up to hit, Buck Ewing. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. There's a strike. Ewing measures 5 feet 10 inches, 29 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Inside, just missed. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Book, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
as the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball's often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
Two outs. Line drive, base hit.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Pitcher, number 53.
And now the Giants pitcher. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Ball.
And another ball. Varsho leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good, and they add a pair. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one clips the outside corner. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
Outside.
And he grounds one to the right side. That's out number 3. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Close, but call the ball. 1-0.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And that one in the air center field. Varsho brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting six, center fielder.
So digging in, Carlos Beltran. Maybe not an elite level switch hitter, but still a guy. Some contact and just success as a hitter from both sides of the plate.
Well, he doesn't get too big with the swing. He knows how to hit behind runners, and those are guys that can just smell that RBI. So when you're talking about a consistent player like this that can give you good at-bats from each side of the plate, that's the guy that you're going to see many times coming up big.
The wide to kick the pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying. Adios, Pelota. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Barry Larkin stands in now, looks at that one inside. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 1-1. That's to third. A dive. Nice stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Batting 8, catcher number 9.
My goodness, Singy. That was a great diving stop and maybe even a better throw.
Yeah, this out is all about athleticism. I mean, this guy did a great job knocking it down on the dive, but he doesn't get the out without the cannon of a throw. That was just impressive all around.
And now the veteran catcher, Bob Boone. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 3-0. And that's in for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the 3rd and final game of the series. In the air, center field. Varsho settles under this one, brings it in, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. 3rd inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Cheater.
And a first offer and a fastball for a strike.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Flipped that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, or reverse curveball, I guess. And clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see. And that was a great one right there.
Here comes Bryce Harper. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Two outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Ralph Kiner, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball. Not even close there. And that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that's ball 4.
Runner, take your
Tried
base.
another slider, but it missed the plate.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Sosa in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Rips one to right. Could be extra bases. Kiner makes the turn at second.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So 2 down, and up next for San Francisco, David Wright. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Hard hit left side. Larkin sends it to first. And that is that. Giants leave a couple, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a foul ball.
That's in for a strike.
And the count is 0-2. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Did not go. Got him swinging. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one becomes property of the beast. His second home run of the series. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
1 out, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Franco. Right through there for a strike. One down, bases empty. Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Not close with that one. 1-2 to count.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Good eye in that spot.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Man at first with 1 gone. Pete Rose, the next to hit. Looking for his first big league hit right here. That one outside, and it's 1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Over to first, and he's saved.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Man at first, 1 away. Fastball for a strike. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Pete Rose with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Barry Bonds. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 on, 1 out. Outside. And the count is 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And another ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Eddie Murray in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Next for Cincinnati, Eddie Murray. Golden opportunity right here.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Timeout.
And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Franco on third. Rose on second. Bonds over at first with 1 away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. Back even. It's 3-3.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Hard hit to third. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get 2 and draw even again. On to inning number 4. All tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Buck Ewing. Pitch in the dirt,
down,
and
that's
that's
a ball.
ball 1.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball left side. Throws across the diamond. Gets the catcher by a step.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Singled and scored his first time. Check swing. He held up. Ball 1.
Whoa, recognize that pitch just in time. Able to keep those hands back.
Two and 0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-0.
Ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Beltran makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Number 53, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground to the left, and that chance handled. Third out. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here in Cincinnati, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Barry Larkin. And there's a strike.
It's 0-1.
Up the middle, and that one handled. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Harper makes the grab for the second out.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Warren Spahn, the next to hit for the Reds. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball one
No,
there.
that's out.
And another
That's
ball.
inside. Ball.
Pitcher at the plate, obviously no fear in trying to attack this guy. He's just having problems finding the zone.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's in for a strike. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Spawn back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Just
Outside,
missed. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Next one misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Derek Jeter, the next Giant to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. There's a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. A couple of singles back to back. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
1st and 2nd, no outs. Here is Bryce Harper. And fouled off. That one not close. 1-1. And that is out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ralph Kiner. This guy with light tower power. Swing and a ground ball. Off-balance feed. There's one. Over to Murray for the inning-ending double play.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. And the batter now, Ichiro Suzuki. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That's a strike. Suzuki, in his rookie season, 27 years old, and he was born in Japan. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning. In now for the Reds, Julio Franco, 1 for 2. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you can put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over and have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Checks over to first, back safely. That one missed. Swings through that high fastball.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Kiner under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 44.
So up next, Pete Rose. A walk, and he's also singled.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Suzuki leads off second with one gone in the inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Barry Bonds, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch misses. Runner at second, 2 down. Activity in the bullpen. Greg Michael getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Morgan warming up as well. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Top of the 6th inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Sammy Sosa. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
And ball 1. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
Count.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Right, the next to hit takes ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Buck Ewing, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. Two outs. And that one fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho, the next Giant to hit. In the dirt. Ewing off of first with 2 away. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. Stays alive. Two outs and one in scoring position. Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. So one hit is all they get. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Greg Michael.
Pitching for San Francisco, number 38.
And now the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And a strike.
Well, these Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Swings through that one above the zone.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
A good fastball changeup combo has always been devastating for hitters, and that was a great example in that at bat. Changeup, fastball, changeup, and he goes down on just 3 pitches. And as a hitter, once you're down 0-2 in that spot, you have no idea what to sit on. You got a 50-50 chance when you guess. So I'm sure that changeup looked like a fastball almost the entire way to the plate.
Now here is Carlos Beltran towards first, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not gonna get him. He's in there.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out. Runner at second. Now here is Barry Larkin. He's grounded out a couple of times. There's a strike.
0-1.
Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Little chopper rolls foul. Flying drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Heading for the plate. He will score, and the Reds have the lead. And it's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down, runner at first. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Bob Boone. Bergner keeping him close. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
The 1-0. That one fouled off. Foul ball. Cut on and missed, struck him out. That's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Carlos Correa.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Frederick Marbury taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab, one down. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Chopper to second. On to Murray. And there are 2 outs.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter, 1 for 3. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That's in there. Strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike. Jeter tracking that one as it misses the zone for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Giants are down 1-2-3. Score holds at 4-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eli Morgan.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Cincinnati making a move for a pinch hitter. Ozzie Smith.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Just missed. Outside.
That's the ball. Outside.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Slings to first. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Number 51.
So digging in, Ichiro Suzuki. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Close
That
one,
missed. That's
doesn't
the ball.
get the call. Ball one. And
Nope,
another
that's
ball.
in.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Fought off foul. On the ground, right side. Harper takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 38.
Julio Franco, the next to hit for the Reds. There's the strike. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Rose now at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball one. Franco stands at second with 2 gone. That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
In the air, left field. Kiner in pursuit. And that is the inning. So 1 left for Cincinnati, and it remains a 4-3 game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 36.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's Bryce Harper. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Way high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that one fouled off. Now a pop-up on the infield. Settles underneath it. And out number 1 on the grab. Now the left fielder, Ralph Kiner. Not even close there. 1-0. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's fouled off. And fouled off.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Good job to fight that one off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That one just misses the outside corner. It's 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Sammy Sosa, the next Giant to hit. Ripped to short. Gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They still trail it here 4-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 56.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, so now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Barry Bonds. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
First pitch just misses. That's down and in. And misses inside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And there's the automatic. Foul ball there. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground to first, Harper. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Next is switch hitting first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Spire, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Now time called at the plate. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. He's already homered in this game. Hot shot to third. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Offense held in check there through 8 full. It's the Reds 4 and the Giants 3. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And digging in for San Francisco, David Wright. Ellie Reynolds gets the ball now. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there. So I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 2-1. That one missed. Buck Ewing in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Full count.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
This to third. On to Murray. Now one gone in the ninth.
No doubles defense right now, and the positioning was perfect on that play, and that's what you do it for, just in case. And they prevented an extra base hit.
And up next for the Giants, Buck Ewing. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Beltran under it. And that quickly 2 away. Now Bob Melvin going with a pinch hitter. Willie Stargell. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
2-0.
You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. And that one hammered. Going back on this one. And what a play. Ball game.
Wow, what an amazing catch. Such an exciting finish to this ball game.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.